I'm proud to announce the creation of the first ever White House Office of Gun Violence Prevention, the first office in our history.
What's up, YouTube? Eric here, coming at you with another video. Today, I'm talking about President Biden appointing Kamala Harris to head the first ever Office of Gun Violence Prevention. He announced it, I guess, earlier this week. This office, it's been hard for me to get those words out because I keep wanting to call it Office of Gun Control, because that's honestly what it is. There is no one on leading that office that is anything close to friendly with Second Amendment or guns. They're all anti-gunners. So as long as Mr. Biden's in office, I pretty much see that being a think tank for how we can take away the guns of American people. So the reason I decided to make this video is I did some research and I'm looking into joining and donating to the Idaho Second Amendment Alliance. They're a gun group here in Idaho that legislates, lobbies for our gun rights. According to Everytown, Idaho ranks number 48. So you gotta ask yourself, do you really need to join a 2A group if you're second to the last of the worst gun law states in the United States? Yes, you do. And if you need to support your local ones, you also need to think about joining your national ones, like Gun Owners America, National Association of Gun Rights. Yeah, I got it. Finally, got to be careful with that word.
We're here to defend the Second Amendment, and obviously it's Idaho, so we have a lot of pretty permissive gun laws that we like to see. We'd like to see a little bit more, and so we just want to come out on a beautiful day and show the country really that Idaho does it best. I really believe if I can sit down with a lot of people who believe that removing firearms is the way to go, I can convince them with just some common scenarios that it wouldn't help. In the end, it just really wouldn't help because the bad guys don't care about the laws. They're going to do whatever they want no matter what. It's just humbling that people would take time out of their day to come and do something like this.
Any organization that lobbies on our behalf to keep our firearms and keep our high-capacity magazines, which, let's talk about high-capacity magazine. Is 30-round magazine really a high capacity? When I think high capacity, I've got to be honest with you, I'm thinking those drums, those 50 to 100 round drums. That's a high capacity magazine to me. Otherwise, that 30-round magazine is just a magazine. And Governor Gavin Newsom signs in a bill that takes effect July of 2024, adding an 11% tax onto gun purchases and ammo purchases. So California, if you're not following the news for 2A News, has been losing their gun control battle badly. Judge Benitez, or as some people call him, Saint Benitez, has written a rule, or given his opinion on the unconstitutionality of an assault weapons ban.
That was beautiful. But you're not allowed to leave with all your hard work on this. So this is...
And so this bill says at the time that the gun industry is bragging about record profits, at a time when guns are the leading cause of death of kids in the United States and America, we need to do more. We need to do more to protect our kids, and we need to do more to protect our communities. And this very simple, very straightforward excise tax is going to raise historic resources.
Of us sneak out and as we reassembled, just express gratitude.
This is not a general income tax, not a corporate tax. This is not, this is from my perspective, more of a sin tax where there's a cause and effect and justification. The health-related costs, the cost borne by the taxpayers for gun violence is off the charts.
Thank you very much, and thank you.
Microstamping bullets to track crimes will make us safer. And making sure that only an upstanding, law-abiding citizen is entrusted with this awesome responsibility of having a gun permit will make us safer. Having a robust list of prohibited places will make us safer.
And Mr. Gavin Newsom's government decided, hey, let's add another 11% on there and make sure the average Joe blue-collar worker can't get himself an AR-15 or handgun. So there's multiple ways that tyrannical governments, I'm going to call them tyrannical. I mean, Gavin Newsom's California government is tyrannical. But tyrannical governments come after you. They can't take it away with laws. Well, let's just tax you to death until you can't afford it. Unfortunately, he's not the only Democrat that is trying this. If you watch this other video, you'll see the Democrats in the Senate are kind of doing the same thing. They just went more extreme. Fox covered it. I pray that neither one of these bills get passed. Well, actually, Gavin Newsom's bill did get passed. He signed that into law. But let's pray that the one in the Senate just dies in the Senate, because 1,000% tax on a $500 gun, you can do the math. That's $5,000 for a $500 gun. That's outrageous. That's just that is beyond what any talk about reasonable gun control. How is that reasonable? You guys are losing this battle, and you know, Joe Biden's speech, come hell or high water, we're going to ban assault rifles. Joe, check yourself into a nursing home. Get whatever drug they give you, Aricept or whatever it is, to take care of your dementia. You need to retire, bro. You don't know what you're saying. You don't know what you're doing. Kamala Harris, I still praying for Joe Biden, as I should pray for our leaders. I'm praying for Joe to survive until after the election, because we definitely don't want Kamala Harris in there. Let's talk about gun control.
Democrats continue their pathetic attempts to dismantle the Second Amendment.
25 House Democrats introduced legislation last Friday to slap a 1,000% excise tax on assault weapons and high-capacity magazines.
Yeah, we always say so-called assault weapons. Get this, the bogus tax would raise the price of, say, a $500 weapon to $5,000.
But guess what? We're going to ban assault weapons again, come hell or high water. And high-capacity magazines.
They're semi-automatic rifles. I suppose that's what he's talking about. Come hell.
Gun control, disarming your citizens and making your citizens rely on the government for protection. That's what Australia did. And that's what Kamala Harris is toting, oh, Australia, good job, you guys are the best. Well, I'm sure Israel was doing the same thing until Hamas attacked them and killed 1,300 of their citizens. And there's a Fox News article now about how the Interior Minister is fast-tracking gun permits for gun ownership for Israelites. Little too late, but they'll take it.
The attacks of October the 7th have left Israelis with a deep sense of vulnerability. Until now, the threat of terrorism had come mostly from the skies or on the streets from a lone attacker. But the horror of hundreds of terrorists seething across the border and slaughtering people in their homes has fundamentally changed the Israeli mindset. What are they? Compared to the U.S., in Israel, gun ownership is still pretty rare, and obtaining a firearm is a long process of licensing, which includes lengthy interviews with police, instruction, and training. Of a population of 9.6 million, only 160,000 civilians own guns. But the Interior Ministry is expediting the process because of increased threats against Jews.
That Second Amendment, the right to bear arms, that is for yours and your family's protection. If a bad guy's using a gun, you need a gun. It's like that old adage, you don't take a knife to a gunfight. That's exactly true. You don't take a knife to a gunfight. If my enemy has an AK-47 or an M16 or an AR-15, then I dang sure want an AR-15 or an M16 or AK-47. I want to at least be more powerful than them, or as at least as powerful as them, to deter them from attacking us. It is basically the Cold War mentality. If a bad guy thinks you're armed, that's why bad guys don't attack cops. Bad guys don't go to a police station with their guns and shoot up. Mass shooters don't go to cops and shoot a police station up. Mass shooters don't go to gun stores and shoot those people up. Mass shooters are cowards, criminals are cowards, and they always pick the easiest victim. That's it in my video. I hope it was educational. I hope I encourage you to join a 2A organization, get into the fight. Never too late to try to protect your Second Amendment. I just got in this year, and what a year it's been. Guys, thank you. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. God love you. Peace out.